You have been told to drink a lot of water, but do you know why you should? Stay tuned and watch this video, and your lady Salome will show you the benefits of drinking water and how much water you should drink. Stay tuned. Hello my viewers, welcome to Ezra Wellness, where you learn proven ways to healthy living. This is your lady Salome Adamako. I'm a nurse by profession. If you want to learn proven ways to healthy living, subscribe to my channel, and when you do, click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my favorite videos. My question to you is, water is life, yes or no? Give me a comment in the video before you finish watching it. Today, I'm talking about water, H2O. Yes, I know you've heard you should drink a lot of water. Let's talk about water today. Well, what is water? Water is considered an essential nutrient because the body requires it in an amount that the body cannot produce on its own. We need to drink water, we need to take it from other fluids, and also get it from our food to get the amount the body needs. Because of that, water is considered an essential nutrient. Another thing about water is that the human body is made up about 60% of water. Also, children's body have more water compared to an adult. So children are at risk of dehydration compared to an adult. So if you have a child home and they are not feeling too well, make sure you give them a lot of water. Also, the elderly is also at risk of dehydration because when they age, the taste buds to drink water, especially the taste, decreases. And because of that, they don't drink enough. And that reason put them at risk of dehydration. Now, with that said, let's talk about some of the benefits of water. The reason why you hear all the time that you should drink water. 1, water serves as a lubricant. Water helps in the human body to lubricate our eyes, our nostrils, and also our joints. Because I know people who take artificial tears because they don't have enough tears in their eye and the eye feel dry. It could be uncomfortable. Also the nostrils, when it gets too dry, it could also be uncomfortable. So we need water to help lubricate these areas and make us feel comfortable. When it comes to our joints, water helps because the cartilage that is there is made up about 80% of water. Also, there is synovial fluids. All these help us lubricate for the joint to help them to move very fluidly. Water also helps to cushion vital organs in the body, like the brain, the spinal cord, the cerebrospinal fluid, made mostly of water, helps to cushion these vital organs. Also, the pregnant mother, the fluid around the baby, also, which is mostly water, helps to cushion the baby. So in case the mother should fall, it prevents the growing baby from injury. One thing that water also does is that water helps to regulate the body temperature through the sweat mechanism. Depending on how much temperature is in the environment and what is in the body, it helps to regulate it so that you feel very comfortable. Also, water helps in our digestion. The saliva in our mouth, where digestion begins, is made about 90% of water. And because of that, it helps. Also, the saliva in the mouth, when you have enough, it helps to clean the mouth and make sure that the mouth always smells good and stuff. So that is also needed and it helps. One thing also that water helps is that the juices in the stomach, that it helps in the digestion, the mucus and all that, have water in them. So they all aid in digestion. One thing water also does is that it makes the minerals, the carbohydrate that we eat, the protein, the avocado, and all those good stuff that we talked about here at Ezra Wellness, all these foods become available for the body to pick up in the form of water or very watery substance before the body could pick it up, they formed into our cells. So we need water in our digestion. Also, at the end of digestion, the rest that the body doesn't need, that comes out in the form of stool, we need water to move things along, to go all the way down. So, if you're not drinking enough water, God made the body very smart, that the body is going to pull the rest of the water that is in your stool in the large intestine. It will pull from it into the body for the body to use. So if you're having issues with constipation, well, drinking some water would help. Also, water helps to carry oxygen to the rest of the body in the form of blood. The blood is about 50% water. And because of that, it takes oxygen to the whole body and help us to live very healthy lives. Also, one thing that water also helps is that water helps to boost our metabolism. Because when you're exercising, where you lose a lot of water through sweat, and when you replenish it with water, it helps to give you more energy so that you'll be able to continue with your exercise. If you don't, you normally feel fatigued and you have to stop. So water is needed in that area. One thing water also does is that water helps to get waste out of the body in the form of urine. And I already talked about stool, so I'll not go there again. Also, the sweat also gets some minerals out of the body when it's excess. So water helps to get rid of these things out of the body. Studies have also shown that drinking enough water helps to decrease kidney stones and prevent damage to the kidney. Because if you don't have enough water going to the kidney, it gets to a point that it could damage the kidney. So drinking enough water is really good. Water also helps to manage your weight. If you drink water instead of sugary drinks like soda, like juice, it helps to maintain your weight. And one thing water also does when it comes to the weight is that when you drink 30 minutes before you eat, it helps you cut down the amount of food that you eat so that you don't overeat. And by doing that, it helps to maintain your weight. You say to yourself, Salome, enough of the benefit of water. How much water do I need to drink? Well, I know you've heard that you should drink about 8 glasses of water a day. Well, I look it up and I just wanted to see, is there any science behind it? And mostly what you're saying is that there is no science behind the amount of water you should drink, that is 8 glasses a day. But the water that your body needs depends on what you're doing in that day. On days that you're exercising, you will need more water because you're sweating. And the sweat is also getting water out of your body. By doing that, you need to replenish more. So on that day, you're going to need more water compared to days that you are not exercising. Also on hot weather, like hot days, or if you live in a hot climate area, you will tend to need more water because remember, you will sweat a lot. The body is losing water, regulating the body temperature as it is, and because it's hot, you will need more water compared to days when it's not very hot and it's cooler. Also, people like pregnant women, people who are breastfeeding, who would need more water because the breast milk is about 87% of water. So when you're breastfeeding, you need more water compared to somebody who is not. And also people who run long distances, athletes and stuff like that will need more water compared to the ordinary person who is not doing so much of that. Also, days that you are not feeling well, when you have a fever, you will need water because you will sweat to break the fever. And because of that, you will need water. If you have diarrhea, if you have vomiting, on days like that, you will need more water compared to the other days. So because of that, your water needs would depend on what is going on in your life. So the best indication is that if you're thirsty, make sure you drink water. Because sometimes people could be thirsty and they will go for a couple of hours without drinking. Immediately you feel thirst. That means the body needs it. Drink it. One thing also that you'll be able to know how much water you're drinking, indication is your urine. It's the best indication of the amount of water that you're getting. If your urine looks pale to no color and no odor, that means you're drinking enough. But if your urine looks very dark and you have a strong ammonia odor to it, then that means you need to drink a little bit more water. You're not drinking enough. You're saying, Salome, all this is good. But when it comes to me, I don't like water because I can't stand the way it tastes. Well, water doesn't taste anything. It's tasteless, but you don't like it. Well, what you could do to make your water tasty, you could put some herbs in the water. You could put some vegetables in the water. You could put some fruits in the water. Whichever one that you like, put it in there and you'll be able to drink your water. For me, what I do is that when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I drink my first glass of water after I brush my teeth. And by doing that, I realize that I start to drink my water very early enough. So by noon to by 2 p.m., I've drank most of the water that I need for the day. So you don't have to drink too much in the night to keep you up awake whilst you're sleeping. So that is another good way to also look at it. You're saying to yourself, Salome, well, what is the best time to drink water? When you're going to eat, you want to drink 30 minutes before. And then after eating, 30 minutes after. You make sure that 30 minutes before you eat and 30 minutes after. Those are the best times to drink water when it comes to food. But if you're not eating, anytime you feel thirsty, make sure you get a glass of water. One study that I already says that anytime you go to the bathroom, when you come back, make sure you drink water. You're saying, Salome, all this is good. Is there somebody that cannot drink water? Yes, people with cardiac conditions, people with kidney issues. If your doctor have told you that you should cut down your water intake, please, that person cannot drink so much water. And make sure you're listening to your doctor's advice. But if you don't have any condition preventing you, depending on what you're doing in the day, your body will tell you the amount of water that you need. Well, before I end, what I want to say is that I know people are saying distilled water, mineral water, all these kind of water. So, which of them should I drink? Is tap water okay? Well, depending on where you live, you make sure that you get the best quality water possible to drink. Mineral water, distilled water, all those kind of water. The mineral water doesn't really matter if you're eating the correct concentrations of nutrients from your diet. You make sure you get the optimum water that is great there to drink. If you live in an area that you think that there should be something wrong with your water, boiling the water and covering it to cool down could help to kill any bacteria or anything like that in your water. So now you know water is life. Yes or no? Give me a comment and let me know. So the next time that you are told, have a glass of water, you know exactly why you have to drink water. Thank you so much for your time and thank you for watching. Remember, this is Ezra Wellness, where you learn proven ways to healthy living. Thank you.